A function can exhibit more than one behavior over its domain as far as increasing, decreasing, and constant behavior. For this graph that I've drawn, we can see if we look at the graph from left to right, the first behavior that we see is increasing behavior. So as we go from the left to the right, we see our graph going uphill. Increasing, decreasing, and constant behavior must be described as open X intervals. And so in this example, we can see, because our graph goes forever to the left, that we would want to start that behavior at negative infinity. And then because the increasing behavior stops in that particular location at negative 3, we'd want the X interval to stop at negative 3. So the first interval that I have where we have increasing behavior would be negative infinity to negative 3. You always use parentheses around these endpoints, no matter if your actual point is included on the graph or not. From there, we can see from here over, we have a constant behavior. So here, describing the constant behavior, I only look at the X values. We can see that that constant behavior starts at negative 3 and stops at positive 1. Once again, we will always use parentheses around these two endpoints, even though the actual points are included on the graph. From here, looking at the next piece, we see we have a decreasing behavior going down to this point. So the decreasing behavior for this one, we see would start at 1 and go to 2. We use parentheses around the 1 and the 2. And then from this bottom point on up, we can see that that behavior would be increasing. So to add a piece to the increasing part, we would do a union sign, and then it increases from 2, and then because it goes forever to the right, we would say to infinity, and use parentheses around those two endpoints.